In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best point guards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. Let me know in the comment section down below what point guards are you guys currently rocking on your squad in season number 6. And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. So at the 10 position, I do have 100 overall Steph Curry, but I do think that could be changed with a lot of different names like Dark Matter LaMelo Ball. I think could be in consideration for a top 10 point guard. I just don't really like his dribble sticks too much. I think he kind of has a flaw there, but is still a really good point guard, has a good jump shot and is tall at the point guard position, but don't really like his dribble sticks. That's why I do think Curry is ahead of him. There's also cards like that new Dark Matter from the Pro Pass, John Wall. He's a very good point guard, but I find his jump shot to be super inconsistent, so I kind of don't really recommend running that card unless you can green his jump shot consistently. And for me personally, I've just had a lot of success with this 100 overall Curry card. I think he's very fun to use offensively, but I also just think he's got great animations. Like, maybe some of these aren't the best in the game, but like the Steph Curry moving behind the back, the Steph Curry step back are some of the best animations in the game in my personal opinion. I really like the Steph Curry size up on Tim Duncan. I think the Steph Curry dribble style is definitely solid as well. His jump shot's really good on very quick timing, and this card actually plays really good defense in game. You guys would be surprised if you played against 100 overall Steph Curry before. You'll know he actually plays really good defense because he has like a 99 block, obviously the 99 steal, 99 perimeter, but also a 98 interior defense. With these type of Hall of Fame badges, lets you add like Hall of Fame paint patroller on this card as well. Maybe you add Hall of Fame brick wall and post lockdown. You can make this card even better on the defensive end when we're talking about interior defense. So I do think Steph Curry makes up for his lack of maybe a little bit of defense and size at the point guard position with his offense and just how electric he can be at scoring the basketball. But yes, I can understand why people might have some other point guards, even like Juan Dixon, over Steph Curry. At number 9, though, I do have Pink Diamond Dyson Daniels, and for him is for a completely different reason than Steph Curry. He's the opposite of Curry. Maybe his offense isn't the greatest, but his defense is top tier. 6'7" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan. The card's defense is unbelievable. Like, obviously the stats maybe isn't on Curry's level, and he also doesn't have the badges that Curry plays, or the badges that Curry has, but he plays so much more defense in game because of his size at the point guard position, and that does play a huge value into a card. If Curry was 6'7", he would probably be the best point guard in this game, or he would at least be top 5, way higher than I do have him at number 10. So height definitely matters at point guard and just every position in this game. Like, as much as some people maybe don't want to admit it, at this point in my team, height kind of does rule. It doesn't mean the best point guard in the game is the tallest point guard, but like to some extent it kind of is. And the cards that are taller are definitely better than the shorter point guards. A Pink Diamond Dyson Daniels is better than a Dark Matter Kemba Walker because he's 6'7" compared to 6'1", and he plays so much better defense in game. He can be a better slasher. So I think Dyson Daniels is definitely in this top 10 because of his height and his defense, but I also do like his jump shot, and I think his dribble sigs really aren't that bad. They're not amazing, but I think they're pretty good, and I also think he has one of the better motion styles in this game as well. So I really like Dyson Daniels defensively. I think he plays lockdown defense. Number 8, though, we do have Dark Matter Gary Payton. He is sort of on the shorter side, but he plays really good defense in game. 6'4" point guard, 6'7" wingspan. Obviously his defensive stats are crazy good on the perimeter, and he gets really good defensive animations. But one of the things that makes this Gary Payton card still very elite is his jump shot. The Kyle Lowry base, Colin Sexton upper on quick timing. I do think it's a very good jump shot. I mean, we found out this year that the Colin Sexton jump shot, at least the upper release, is probably one of the better uppers in the game, with cards like Michael Beasley and Carlos Boozer, in my opinion, having really good jump shots, and also the same on this Gary Payton card. So very good jump shot on Gary Payton, great defensively. I think if he was a little bit taller, he could be higher on this list, but I do have Gary Payton as the 8th best point guard. Number 7 is going to be Dark Matter Shea, and I would say 7 through 5, in my opinion, could all be debatably switched in whatever order you want to. And maybe even with like the top 8 cards, you could also include Gary Payton in that mix as well. But for me personally, I have Dark Matter Shea at 7, I have Dark Matter Lonzo at 6, and I do have Dark Matter Magic at number 5. In my opinion, these are the 3 best non-100 overall point guards in the game. The next 4 point guards will be 100 overalls, but I do think Magic, Lonzo, Shea, and Gary are the 4 best non-100 overall point guards currently in my team. The thing about Shea is I do really like his defense that he does provide. I think he can be a good defender while also being a good offensive card. For me personally, I think for Lonzo being ahead of Shea, it really just comes down to the play and experience that I have with Lonzo. Like, I think just using this card for so many years in my team, and I feel like I'm always just really good with this card every single year, and for whatever reason I play really well with Lonzo Ball cards. That's just something that's more of a personal and preference thing. Maybe you guys out there like Shea cards more than you like Lonzo cards, but I just really like Lonzo Ball in my team. I feel like every single year he gets a top Galaxy Opal, he gets a top Dark Matter, and I absolutely love his cards. And I think I just play well with his jump shot and just know how to use his animations as well. He's also got the Alex Caruso motion style, which is one of the better motion styles in this game, and I think that's something that's a little bit underrated that people don't really talk about a lot. Is motion style does matter quite a bit for defense. It matters a lot in Park for sure, and also in my team. And I think his dribble sigs are okay. They're not anything spectacular, but he can move decently on the court. I really like this card's jump shot, and I think his slashing animations are one of the best for any point guard in my team right now. And then at number 5, I do have Dark Matter Magic. I mean, this card is 6'9" at the point guard position, 7'1" wingspan. The defense he plays because of that is insane. The other really nice thing about Magic is if you guys run like switch all defense, or you A switch or X switch a lot on the defensive end, having a guy like Magic who, if you want to A switch or play that switch all defense, he can contain most centers in this game, or he can at least, have that strength also at a 90, have that size and physicality to keep the centers out of the paint and maybe allow you to send a double team and then rotate on the perimeter. Like, this card can really hold the zone against the big man in this game, especially if you have a badged up one again, right? If you were to add, or he's actually got Hall of Fame Paint Patrol. I didn't even know that. He's got like Hall of Fame Paint Patrol or Hall of Fame Immovable Force or post lockdown. Like, maybe you want to add Brick Wall to him, maybe you want to add Pogo Stick or High Flying Denier, right? Maybe add that Hall of Fame On Ball Menace to help this card out defensively. But this card provides so much value in my personal opinion because of the size of the point guard position. And I think he's also got like good dribble sigs. Like, he's, for a 6'9" point guard, he moves very smoothly in game. He's got great dribble sigs, and his jump shot's not that bad. Like, it's a Magic Johnson card, so it's not going to be like the top tier jump shot in my team, but like if he's wide open, he's going to knock down very consistently for you if you know his timing and you know his jump shot. But I think if you can time his jump shot, you know how to use this card, and you put it next to other really good offensive cards in this game, I think Magic can really excel, and in my opinion is the 5th best point guard. Now, like I said, guys, from 4 here on out, I do have the 4 best point guards in my opinion are going to be 4 100 overall cards, and I think Luka is just a Magic Johnson with a better jump shot because he's going to have those stats and badges over Magic, so he's definitely better stats and badges wise. But the thing about this card is he's not got the best dribble sigs. Like, I think Magic does have better movement and actually better sigs than Luka, which is kind of crazy to say. But Luka, in my opinion, the difference and the reason why I do think he's over Magic is because of his stats and his badges. But that jump shot to me is so much better than Magic's release. You can use this card in a 3 hunting setting, and you can use this card to be your main shot creator while also providing that defense and that switchability that a card like Magic does, but has that offense with a really good jump shot. That Kyrie Irving base, Luka Doncic upper on very quick is so much better of a jump shot in my opinion than what Magic has. For me at number 3, I do have 100 overall Devin Booker, 6'6" at point guard, 6'6" wingspan. I think for me, the thing about him over Luka is because I think maybe Luka's jump shot is slightly better, but I do think that jump shot difference is very close in my opinion. But the thing I like a lot more about Devin Booker is he's got a good fade. I mean, his fade is still one of the best in the game, but he's got way better movement and way better dribble sigs with the Darius Garland dribble style, and also just his own sigs are a lot better than Luka Doncic in my opinion. So for me, I think he plays more offense. I do think he's a much better shot creator while also being about the same defensively. Luka, because of his player model and being an inch taller, does play better defense in game for sure. But I think Devin Booker is a much better offensive card just because of the jump shot and the movement as well. Number 2, though, is going to be the new 100 overall Penny Hardaway. And it's hard to not put this card at number 1 because he is so good as a 6'7" point guard, 6'11" wingspan. He is basically, again, just another Magic Johnson, but on a way higher level than even a card like Luka, because he's got better movement than Luka. He's got just as good, maybe a better jump shot than Luka. Well, again, being that 6'7", 6'11" wingspan point guard with a great player model in this game. And overall, really like this Penny Hardaway card. I think he's amazing. But in my opinion, I still think Michael Jordan is the best point guard in this game. And it's going to take a card with this type of 3 hunting jump shot and also just the stats, the badges, and the dribble sigs for me personally to be over Michael Jordan. Like, I'm trying to think of a point guard we could get. I mean, if we get 100 overall Magic Johnson and he has a 3 hunting type of jump shot, like if he gets Cameron Thomas or Patty Mills base with like Colin Sexton upper or Corver upper or Oscar upper, one of the best uppers in this game, right? I think it would take that for me personally on a card that is about the same size as Michael Jordan or taller, for example, with a card like a Magic or a Ben Simmons, to really be ahead of MJ, because That jump shot is so amazing, and his triple sigs are elite as well. One of the best 3 hunting cards in this entire game, maybe even the best. So in my opinion, guys, I do think 100 overall MJ is the best point guard right now in this game. But like I said earlier, let me know in the comment section down below, what point guard are you guys currently rocking in game? And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10, maybe anything you guys will switch around in the top 10 ranking, or any other point guards you guys would include in this top 10. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.